All right, ladies, make your way to the table. We'll do our announcements. Get you rolling. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have our 4 ladies at the tables. We are down to our final 4 in the 2022 Soaring Eagle Masters Championship from the WPBA. We appreciate your support here, both on-site and in streaming. Our final 4 is quite a masterpiece here. We have the number 1, the number 2, the number 12 ranked players in the world, and an up-and-comer that's been shooting lights out all weekend. So we're happy to have these final 4. Let's get to our introductions. On table number 5 from Scotland, UK, she is currently the top-ranked player in the world. Sponsored by Shingsway Tables, Predator Cues, In the Zone Sportswear, and Alpha Coin. Please welcome Kelly Quickfire Fisher. And her opponent is riding a wave of good shots from Plant City, Florida, sponsored by Iron City Billiards, Team Straight Pool Eye, Billiard Livestream, Kapow Tips, and Q Repair. Please welcome Kaylee McIntosh. That will be an elimination match. The loser of Table 5 will be done. The winner will play the loser of Table 6 in the next round. This is our undefeated hot seat match from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. It's currently sponsored by Predator and Kamui, the number 12 player in the world. Please welcome Margarita Fefilova. Her opponent is from Klagenfurt, Austria, currently ranked 15th on our tour, but number 2 in the world rankings, sponsored by Predator Cues, Sport Health, BMW Fry, and General Insurance. Please welcome Jasmin Ouschan. You guys should be in for a treat in our final 4. Ladies, you can rack 'em up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the winner's bracket final match right here with Margarita Fefilova Styer versus Jasmin Ouschan. The score is currently 0-0. I'm Lonnie Fox Raymond. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know that you can hear me. All right, everybody. Looks like Margarita had to get her extension out to be able to reach this. Just to like kind of clarify. So anytime that the cue ball is past the side pockets, it's a little tough for us ladies to reach. So you'll see that the ladies use a lot of extensions and they use their bridges pretty regular. With the new extensions on everyone's cue, we don't use the bridges as often, but looks like she's gonna go ahead and just make this ball slide over a little bit, get a little closer to the 6. But she needs that angle to get from the 6 to the 7. She came up a little short on this. I don't know if she can make this ball rail first or not. From my angle, it's pretty tough. But it looks tough. Gonna go ahead and opt to kick it to try to make the ball. Hit it at a pretty good speed. But because we used a lot of speed, the ball comes up a little bit shorter. So I think she may have just hit that ball a little too firm. That's alright. Jasmine's going a nice little cut shot here. She's gonna make sure to try to come around that 8 and not hit that 8 ball. After pocketing this 7, she needs to make sure she clears the 8 ball. She did bump it, but it bumped in her favor. Let's play a little bit of a follow stroke here. Just go ahead and follow the ball down just a tad. There you go. Nice position on the 9. It looks like Jasmine's going to draw first blood. So Kaylee and Kelly Fisher are on the other WPBA Facebook Live. If you would prefer to watch that match, then you're welcome to jump over and join Angela Janik in that stream. This match right here is the winner bracket final. These ladies have bested everyone along the way in this event. Margarita, having her first event in the WPBA, has played amazing. I believe it's her first event. I may be wrong, but I think it is. She's played really well, and she's had a very successful event. So let's see if she can keep that going. It's her first break in this match. Alright, she does make the wing ball. She gets a legal break, getting more than 2 balls past the head string, pocketing 1. And she has the option to push or to play safety or to attempt to pocket the ball. I think she'll probably play a safety. I don't see her pushing when she can see the 1 ball. And she's going to go ahead and tuck her under the 7 ball. Beautiful shot by Margarita. Alright, so Jasmine will probably try to kick. I'm gonna guess she's gonna try to go 2 rails here. No, she'll try to go 1 and just smash into the 1, but she may go 2. Oh, she doesn't get a good hit. All right, so Margarita gets ball in hand to start this rack. Safety achieved. Little score update. I think Kelly Fisher just took the lead in their match with Kaylee McIntosh, 2-1. Like I said, you are welcome to join the other stream. It's on Facebook. It is free. Please make sure you're sharing and liking and subscribing. Margarita has locked herself in the window for the 2. She'll probably come 1 rail back down for this 3 in your right hand lower pocket corner. Little top English. She could opt to go 2 rails by using some inside if she chooses to. No. She came a little long, but it's a makeable ball for her. Pocket speed, nice shot. She's going to use a little draw here. You can see she lays her cue on the table to give herself a mental picture of where she would like the cue ball to end up, which is a smart technique in your pre-shot to give yourself a visual. I think she's going to be very diligent about this rack, considering that she left Jasmin the 7, 8, 9 in the last rack. I think she's going to be very committed to holding position, using her pre-shot routine, and following through in her execution. Nice execution there. She wants a little bit of angle. She's got it. She'll probably just draw this ball up the rail, the same rail that she's 7 is by, just a couple inches. Go ahead and shoot that 8 in the far right hand upper corner. From my angle, it looks like she can just shoot this ball with the center ball and it'll slide over from point of contact for the 9 in the same pocket. But she may be able to go forward and shift the 9 in the opposite pocket. I think it's a preference. If she's comfortable. She went ahead and opted for the roll-in, just to guarantee making the ball. It's a great shot. She's going to grab her extension again. Here you go with the women. We use our extensions pretty regular. We're a bit smaller than the men, so we have to reach a bit more. Nice pocket speed to make the 9. Margarita has put herself on the board. It's 1-1 with Jasmin breaking rack 3. No, a lot of people wouldn't know this because they don't tell a lot of people that, but Margarita is probably one of my favorite players. I had never met her prior to this event, so as soon as I walked in the room, I introduced myself. Not that she cares who I am, but I actually wanted to just ask her how she wanted me to pronounce her name, like Marguerite or Margarita, because, you know, doing this streaming, you want to make sure that you're, you know, being proper with the girls that you're talking about. And she explained to me that she would prefer it to be Margarita with an A. And so I appreciated that. And of course, I had a little fangirl moment because I got to meet her. Hopefully soon I'll be playing her. Can't get better if you don't play with the best. Yeah, so Margarita just recently married Mr. Tyler Styer, so now she's Margarita Fefilova Styer. Let's try to say that 3 times fast. It's not real pretty. Margarita is originally from Belarus, which is why she was involved in the player ban, because players from Russia and Belarus were banned by the WPA. But now they've lifted that ban, and actually she's living in Oshkosh, Wisconsin with Tyler, so she's officially living in the United States, which we are super excited about. It's great to have her here. Alright, nice little safety by Jasmin. She definitely left. She left that cue ball on the end rail, which was ultimately the goal. Get it under that 8 along that end rail. Now Margarita has to either needs to make the decision to kick or to jump. Looks like she's grabbed her jump cue. I believe all of Margarita's equipment is Predator. She's a Predator sponsored player. Nice execution. The one ball needs to slow down. It looks like it might leave Jasmin straight in. Okay, not close straight in. The cue ball's on the end rail. The one ball is about a half a diamond out. This is a cuttable shot, but the problem with making this ball is that you don't have, getting back into that window of that 2 is very difficult. So I assume that Jasmin's going to go ahead and play a safety. Sticker. It's kind of a containment safety. She may have left her the edge of the 1. I don't know that she left her all of the 1, but she definitely left her the edge. Oh, maybe she did not. From my view, it really looked like she did. Margarita's gonna go ahead and kick probably 2 rails at this one ball. Just make a solid hit. Keep that cue ball out of the side pocket. Oh. I feel like when you make good hits like that, then it is rotten that the pool gods do that. Like, as a player, it's frustrating. Now, there is a 3 foul rule here. So Jasmin may go ahead, and now that the one ball is tied up a little bit, she may go ahead and try to stick her to this 5 ball and make Margarita kick again and see if she can't get a second foul out of her. She did leave the 1 in front of the pocket. Kelly is starting to catch a gear on the other table. She's about to go up 4-1 against Kaylee McIntosh. Oh, now that's going to be 2. So Jasmin's very likely to try putting her on the 3rd foul. And she has to decide. Now, she could shoot the 1 and use the 2 to play the 3rd foul. It's Margarita's 3 consecutive ups to the table. So Jasmin can go ahead and just shoot a couple balls. And then if she decides to play the safety on the 2 or the 3, then she can. It's 3 consecutive ups to the table for Margarita, no matter how many balls Jasmin plays within the rack first. I think that Jasmin is not going to get her 3rd foul. She needed to be frozen on that ball, and I think she has given Margarita the edge of the 1 ball. Maybe not so makeable, but definitely enough of the ball to hit it and make sure she doesn't get the 3rd foul. Oh, well, that worked, but no 3 foul. All right. And 2 balls in a very awkward position. So, Alright, so Jasmin pocketed a 1. She has the option to bank the 2 if it goes past the 6, or she can just go ahead and play a safety. That's what I think she's doing. She might have let the cue ball loose. Alright, Margarita comes to the table with a chance at this rack. Somebody's got to take the lead in the match, right? So the 3 foul rule has, excuse me, sorry. The 3 foul rule is only per rack, and it's 3 consecutive ups to the table for 1 player. 3 consecutive fouls. It is not for the whole match. It's just for 1 rack. And once she makes a legal hit, if she's on 2 fouls and makes a legal hit, then it starts all over again. You can't 3 foul her from that point. You have to start over. Railing back out. She wants just enough angle that she can draw the cue ball a little bit, get, fairly straight on the 6, just so she doesn't have to do a lot of movement to get from the 6 to the 8. Alright. And I like that Margarita, she lays her cue down on the table. This is where I want to be. And she gives herself that visual. It's very impressive. You can tell she's a trained athlete. So, I know y'all aren't on that stream, but Kaylee just made 4 balls on the break. And has a shot on the 3 ball. Alright, little bobble, but she got her in there. Looks like Margarita's gonna try to take the lead here. This is a race to 8. Alternate break format. They lagged for the first break. There is a 3-point break rule in effect. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the Kaylee and Kelly match is available on our Facebook page, live also. It is free, so please make sure, if you can, watch both. Make sure that you're sharing and subscribing and liking, and please share it all the pool groups. Let's get it out there. I want to give a shout out real quick to Aramith Billiards, Balls, Diamond Products, and Simonis Cloth for sponsoring the WPBA and sponsoring these amazing ladies. Also, a huge shout out to Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, for always being a gracious host, keeping us entertained and taking good care of us here. Came out far enough for this 2-ball. I think she may be a little under this 4. She may have to spin around this 4 with a little bit of left-hand English to make sure she doesn't hit it, but if she's got all the 2, then she just needs to pocket it and take the long shot on the 4. Yeah, she didn't have it. I couldn't tell. She played kind of containing safety. Probably would have been, she would have liked it more if the 2 would have stayed under the 9, but sometimes distance, is your best defense. Jasmine's going to try to stick her under that 6-ball. I think that would have been a really good safety if the 2-ball had not clipped the 7. But it allowed that 2 to leak over to the left side of the table a little bit. And she didn't quite freeze her on that 6. But I think she's went ahead and let Margarita have a shot on this 2. It's a tester. Alright. Oh, she's got to get out from that 6. Oh. That's a bad bump. It's very frustrating as a player when you execute a bank shot or execute a great shot to have, something so very little, minuscule, have such a big outcome. Alright. Let's see, she's got her jump cue out. She is a Predator sponsored player. All her cues are Predator cues. And I believe this is the Air Rush? Is that what it's called? And, jeez, you couldn't hit that any better without it falling. That 6-ball was literally inches in front of her cue ball. Literally She did get a little fortunate that the 5 didn't stay in the pocket, which leaves Jasmin, you know, an option for a safety, or she can try to bank the ball. Holding the cue ball, Jasmin, see, yeah, and that's the problem. You gotta also play it with the right speed so that you can hold the cue ball. She laid it right in the pocket. All right, I think Margarita has the chance to take advantage of that mistake by Jasmin. I think Margarita's got just enough angle that she can force that cue to the rail and back up table. Or she's going to have to just pinch it, make it, and take the long shot on the 7. For anybody who's just joined the stream, this is Margarita Fefilova Styer, recently Mrs. Tyler Styer, who's a European champion in her own rights. This is a winner's bracket match, and she's playing Jasmin Ouschan from Austria. And if you are not familiar with the ladies players, Jasmin is actually Alban Ouschan's sister. Jasmin also won the Austrian Dancing with the Stars event, which is amazing. If you guys haven't seen it, please like her Facebook and social medias so that you can catch up on a little bit of Jasmin's escalades. She's done some really cool stuff. Escapades. I said accolades, whatever the heck I said. All right, Kaylee has tied up her match against Kelly Fisher. They're 4-4. You are welcome to watch the other stream, which is on the WPBA Facebook page also. It is live. It is free. Yeah, I definitely think that Marguerite just pulled back maybe last minute, thought, oh, am I going to scrunch? I definitely think that she was thinking something. She wasn't thinking about making the ball. It's amazing how a small moment in time and focus can completely alter the rack. Little lapse in focus. Alright, so Jasmin looks like she's got a pretty easy out here to capitalize on Margarita's uncharacteristic miss. Yeah, it's been here to tie the match back up. 2-2, ladies and gentlemen. This is a winner's bracket final of the Soaring Eagle Masters Grand Slam $40,000 added event. These ladies have bested all of their opponents up until now. Now they will face each other and see who gets to sit and wait for the finals. So yeah, that's a little scratch there. Alright, so it looks like Margarita came a little short. So she looks like she's gonna opt to play 2 rails and stay on the side of the table where she's standing to shoot the 5. There you go. Nice and controlled. She might want to come off the reel a little. I think she got a little more angle on the 5 than she really wanted. You can tell that Margarita doesn't really like this position because she's back cutting the 5 in the pocket. She's going to have to take another long shot on the 6. She's going to have to just take this position. Cutting the 6 with a pretty extreme cut, but I think these ladies are more than capable of this shot. I think it's more to do with the cue ball, you know, making sure she gets position on the 7. Alright, she hits it with great speed. She'll probably just pocket the 7 and come back across table for the 9 in the same pocket. She overcut that 7 ball and left it in the pocket. I think Jasmin may have to jump to make this ball, but she may have it. It's on the outside of the pocket, so she's going to go ahead and jump it. Alright, well, it's a successful jump. She pocketed the ball. I think she's going to fairly make a 9 ball in the side pocket. She may have to cut it a little bit, but this right here is where you're pre-shot and you're following through in your stance, making sure there's no body movement. This is very important. Nice shot. 3-2, Jasmin Ouschan.
Some great pool action going on here while we got a second in between the matches. Want to let you guys know that we will be selling cue balls for $10. You can get our final 4 to autograph the cue balls if you want to have a collection or a keepsake going. You can buy those from me anytime you'd like, and then they'll be available for signing once they are done playing. Great matches going on. Love the enthusiasm. Enjoy the rest of the show.
So the gentleman you just heard is Scott Quimby. He is the WPBA tournament director. We call him Q, or some other names occasionally. We enjoy having him as part of our crew. He's amazing. It probably isn't very easy to deal with a bunch of competitive women. At the time of the announcement, everyone was rocking the balls. So they do a little bit of that just to kind of keep the crowd involved. Very nice shot by Margarita. And she leaves Jasmin a very makeable jump shot. The only problem that I see with this jump is that potentially the 7 ball can become a very big problem getting position on the 2 ball. The 2 is at the far end of the table. It makes it very tough to get around the table. She has to miss that 7. After pocketing, a little bit of bobble. The tight tables, the room's cooling down a little bit. Top pockets are playing a little tighter. Scott is pretty good. He's pretty respectful about what the ladies are doing. He is our tournament director, so he knows where everyone is exactly in their matches. Even when we're running 8 tables, he knows everyone's scores. He pays very close attention, and he is very, very diligent with making sure that he doesn't do anything that could hinder the other ladies that maybe are playing at the moment. So he doesn't even like to start next round matches if there's still last round matches being played, because he doesn't want to have to do the announcements while they're shooting, unless they have to, unless we're just too far behind. And a lot of times the ladies will just stop and let him do his announcements. Now the 6 ball is on the left side of this pocket a little bit, so she wants to make sure that she doesn't overrun it. She may just opt to pinch it and hold it a little bit and draw it back to give herself enough angle to play it to the 8, like that. And if the camera wiggles, that would be my fault, so I apologize. I'm sitting right next to it. I like this. She'll just play with a little follow. A little bit of a follow stroke, and so the cue ball will hesitate and do just a little follow behind the 8, almost like it skids. Cue ball, you'll see a little bit of the skid action in the cue ball, causing hesitation and just getting it up off the rail. Okay. Looks like Margarita has an opportunity here to tie up this match. All right, it's 3-3. This is the winners bracket finals. These 2 ladies are undefeated coming into this match. One of them will be in the finals. So we do use the Outsville template rack. They are a sponsor of the WPBA. This Renfro, he is very cool to send us, and these ones are actually monogrammed with this particular event, the Soaring Eagle Masters Grand Slam. It's a $40,000 added event with some of the best players in the world. So one thing that the common chatter amongst the ladies of the WPBA when we come to Michigan is that this particular casino always has awesome music. It's always a good vibe, good energy. This casino is very well maintained. It's a fun environment. They just recently went to non-smoking, so I think that helps some people. It doesn't help me lose money in the casino, though. It hasn't stopped me from losing money. But this casino is a really gracious host, and that's why the WPBA has been coming back year after year for this event. We really appreciate them, and honestly, in Michigan, it's, in my opinion, the best casino to be at. Beautiful hotel rooms, lots of food options, couple different convention centers to play in. It's pretty cool. We're pretty lucky. All right, so Jasmin has missed the bank shot. I think she was kind of playing it a two-way shot, but she's left Marguerite an opportunity. Marguerite definitely needs to avoid hitting this 4-ball, or 5-ball, sorry. I didn't expect that. Sorry, I didn't even know what to say there. I just didn't expect that. And she may have been focusing on not hitting that 5-ball because it was a pretty big ball and the angle was definitely leading into it. Jasmin will go ahead and play this rail first, which allows her to get back in the window for that 2-ball. She hit it beautifully. She may have a tiny bit of angle going in the wrong direction. She may be able to play this too with follow right-hand English and go to the rail and take the cut shot on the 3 down in this corner here. This right-hand lower corner on your screen. So she does have to use the bridge. Here we are. We're at the side pocket. Oh, no. She can draw this ball. Okay. She may just go ahead and take the tougher cut on the 3. She does need to come back across table for the 4. So sometimes you just accept the harder shot because it allows you the angle that you need to be able to move the cue ball. That's the one thing about the best players in the world. They will leave themselves a harder shot if it's the more natural shot to get to the next ball. All right, one more rail and she's back out there for that 4-ball. I think she's gonna end up pretty perfect. Now here she can go ahead and leave herself angle, or she can roll and get fairly straight. It's really just a preference. If she leaves herself a bunch of angle, she may come back down table for the 6 on the side, but if she gives herself very little angle, she may just, she left herself angle, so I think she may opt to come back out instead of having to worry about controlling ball speed. She can go 2 rails and come back for that 6 in the side pocket. Well, she didn't even use the 2 rails. It was the center ball. Nice control. Beautiful. Now this could get a little tricky because she does have to get from the 7 to the 9. The 9 is in the middle of the rail, so she needs to make sure that she commits to her position on the 7. Alright, nice little touch. She can cut this ball into the side. Just kind of a little below center. Draw it to the end rail here on her right side. Just a tad below center. Pocket speed. Just like that. Oh, she missed the ball. Can you hear the shock in my voice? It's very uncharacteristic. I feel like she maybe short-stroked it a little bit. She didn't quite put in her pre-shot routine, and her last shot didn't have the follow-through that she typically uses. Margarita's gonna go 3 rails around for the 9 in the pocket, right where she's standing. Yeah. She ended up using inside kill, so it dies off that end rail. It's a good shot. Alright, Margarita's in the lead again. Margarita, sorry, is in the lead again, 4-3. Looks like Jasmine's gonna take her a break. Everyone, I hope you guys are enjoying the show. It is 4-3, although Margarita hasn't changed her score yet. Now, while the players take a break in the WPBA, you are allowed to hit balls if you like. There is no rule against shooting balls while your opponent is on break. Most of the time, the other players take the break as well, but sometimes not. Marguerite might not have to use the restroom, or she's probably just fine staying in the, she's ahead in the scorecard, so she probably would rather just stay in the energy inside the room. Seems to be working for her. So Kelly Fisher, I'll give you a little score update here. Kelly Fisher is ahead of Kaylee McIntosh. She's up 6-4. Kaylee is at the table at the moment. We are doing these streams free and live on Facebook. Please make sure you're sharing, subscribing to the WPBA Facebook and YouTube. Usually we're doing the YouTube too, but Wi-Fi is a little sketchy here, so we're just going to go ahead and stay with the Facebook Live. everybody. So Jasmine's back. This is a winner's match. Winner's bracket final match. One of these ladies is guaranteed a spot in the finals. This is a race to 8. There is a 3-point rule in effect. And Jasmine won the leg. So this Marguerite's break on the start of the 8th rack. I feel a bit like a golf announcer right now, whispering to y'all. And our safety leaked just a tiny bit. Alright, so it looks like Jasmine is trying to complete this rack and tie this match back up. For those of us who are just joining, this is the winner's bracket finals match. One of these ladies will be guaranteed a seat in the finals. This is Jasmin Ouschan, currently at the table. And sitting down is Margarita Fefilova Styer. Score is about to be tied up 4-4 in a race to 8 with alternate break format. Thanks for joining. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe. I'm Lonnie Fox Raymond, and I'm the one in the phone. All right. Jasmine came back from her break on a mission. So the score is currently 4-4. Jasmine and Margarita, the winner's bracket finals. And on the other table, we have Kaylee McIntosh and Kelly Fisher, and Kelly is currently up 6-5. Kelly is breaking. getting pretty intense in here. Everybody's quieting down. We don't have all the outside noise we had earlier. Alright, Jasmin does have a starting shot on the 2-ball. Now there is a 3-point rule in the WPBA, so these ladies do have to have a combination of 3 points on the break. Either ball's pocketed or ball's past the head string. It has to be a combination of 3, or it's considered a foul break. And the opponent, the other shooter, can opt to take the rack as it lay and play a safety or shoot a ball, or they can give it back. The only thing they can't do if they take the break on the foul is play push. They cannot push. Only the original breaker can push. Unless, of course, they break try, in which case the opponent can push. Jasmin took a break, and I think she's come back pretty determined. I like it when she gets that look on her face. It's pretty intimidating. She hit that ball beautifully. Now she can go ahead and play this with a little follow. No, she can't follow it because she may be concerned about the scratch on the side. She can go ahead and just take the stop shot, play the cue around, 2-3 rails to get back on the 6 from the 5. Opt to take a little bit of the cut. All right, she was able to get a little follow on that ball. Beautiful shot. Should be able to go 1 rail and back home. All right. Nice little touch. She just needs to come into these last 3 balls. You can tell that the matches are getting tighter and they're becoming more and more important because the spectators are getting quieter and quieter. All right, so it looks like Jasmin Ouschan is trying to take the lead here. Beautiful shot, nice out. She's had a couple beautiful outs here in this last couple of racks. She definitely came back very determined from her match. So at this particular event, the Soaring Eagle Open, it's something that they do here. Dean Raisler, the president of the WPBA, is also owner of Dr. Pool Promotions, and he runs an amateur event on the front side of this arena. And we are blocked off or curtained off from the rest of them, but so at this point, those amateurs are down to their finals in their team matches. And so every once in a while, you hear a little scream from the other side of the curtain, somebody cheering because they have somebody who made a great shot on their team, or it's pretty cool. That one ball needs to get up there just a little bit to give her a shot. I think she's got the window. Her cueing may be a little bit hindered from the 7 ball, but we'll see. So based on what, Margarita's body language, it looks like has the ability to come around and play for position on that 2 ball in the side pocket. All right, nice shot. She wants to try to secure this rack here in order to get herself back tied up in the match. With the alternate break format, you don't want to get more than 1 or 2 games apart from each other, or else it's real hard to come back. And that was something I stated earlier in the Kelly-Jen Beretta match, was that once Jen got down more than a few games, it's pretty tough to come back on because Kelly gets every other break. So hopefully Margarita can get in here, and she has to be very diligent on making sure she knows exactly where this 4 ball is going to go after this combination. She has to have the right amount of angle to be able to get from the 4 to the 6, the 4 to the 6, because the 6 ball is on this handrail. The 4 ball will probably push after she makes this combination. It will push towards that other handrail. So as long as she ends up with a little bit of, she's not going to be happy about that shot. I imagine. She did have an angle, but she overcut the 8 ball in the combination, so. Jasmin is double checking to make sure that she gets back out and around. I think she can play this ball with some inside center spin, and it should go past the 7 and back out for this beautiful shot. A little bit of angle so she can back to the middle of the table here for that 7 ball. I think Jasmin is very determined right now. Nice touch. Little stop shot, maybe a little draw. She could even go forward if she likes, but if she goes forward, she takes the chance of maybe going a little too far and having too big of a cut. So I think she'll just draw the ball back a couple inches. She let it slide over. See, I feel she's a little straight here. I personally would have liked to draw it back a couple inches, but she'll get there, no doubt. I don't think she wanted to walk around to the other side of the table, so she just brought the cue ball back to her. All right, Jasmin Ouschan's trying to increase that lead. She's up 6-4 in this winner's bracket final. All right, Margarita is going to go ahead and take her break. Kelly Fisher is currently up 7-5 on Kaylee McIntosh, and she does have a shot on the 1 ball. So we'll see if Kelly can execute this rack. Get out. You are welcome to join the other Facebook Live that is broadcasting that match. The winner of that match will play the loser of this one. All right, so Kelly Fisher is officially on the 5-ball. She has the 5, 7, 8, and 9 to guarantee herself into the next match against the loser of this match between Jasmin and Margarita. It makes me want to go Margarita. Kelly starts moving faster and faster when she feels like she's this close to winning. And she's on the 9, ladies and gentlemen. All right, congratulations, Kelly Fisher, advancing to the next round.
Welcome to Storm, Kelly Fisher with a victory on table number 5. Kelly will play for 3rd place in the next session. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for Kaylee McIntosh, a 4th place finish, a great weekend. Congratulations to you, Kaylee. Bright future ahead of you in the WPBA and elsewhere in the World Pool Association. Congratulations to Kaylee. We will once again have cue balls available for sale while the other table is on break. I'll just remind you that you can buy these cue balls and have them autographed. Kaylee, if you don't mind, you can make yourself available for about 5 minutes over by the desk here. If you'd like to get the final 4 signatures, Kaylee will be the first one to sign your cue balls for those of you that have bought them already. If you would like to purchase them, they are $10. I can get them from down here. Also, we will be doing the Q raffle. I have a Jacoby Q stick. That's a $2,000 retail value that we'll be coming around selling in between the matches here once Jasmin and Margarita are done. We'll offer that opportunity. We'll give that Q away right before the championship match starts. Tickets are $20 for 1, 3 for $50, or 7 tickets for $100. So once again, Kaylee will be available here. If you want to buy cue balls, we'll get the signatures for the final 4. And then the 3rd place match will be coming up right after this for Kelly Fisher and the loser of table number 6.
All right, so it looks like Margarita is making her way back to the table to resume this match. The race is to 8. So she needs to find a way to regroup and hopefully take advantage of one of Jasmin's breaks and get back into this match. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. All right, so I apologize if I'm a little hard to hear, but the room is getting quieter, and I am literally sitting next to the camera so that we have full view of the table right now. So I apologize if I'm whispering. I would rather y'all barely hear me than for them to hear me at all. So technically speaking, the ladies are usually supposed to take their breaks when it's their break. But none of the ladies are really particular to it. So people don't really freak out too bad. The ladies here are pretty cool with each other. So technically speaking, yes, she should have, but she doesn't. Most of the girls won't say much about it. Everybody here is pretty cool. And we all know what it's like to be in this situation, right? Like, maybe not in the WPBA, but you've all played, a lot of us have played in tournaments or been in the finals of many matches over the years. So we know what it feels like when you're feeling a little out of sorts. All right, so it looks like Marguerite has a combination, or she can play a safety. It's really her choice. All right, she makes the safety. I think the cue ball tipped a little bit, so she may have to opt for the bank shot here.
So hey everybody, thanks for hopping on over. It looks like you did. We had 400 viewers on one and 400 viewers on the other. Looks like this one's jumping up, so thanks for hopping over to join. We've got a great match going on here. How you been doing, Lonnie?
Well, I've been doing pretty good, but like the room is getting quieter and quieter, so I don't want them to hear me. I'm trying to be as golfy as I possibly can.
Is that what it's called, being golfy?
Well, you know how golf commentators are like, they whisper.
Yes,
But
they
I
do.
think some people don't, somebody doesn't want to turn down their AC so they can hear me better. So I'm trying, okay, folks. I don't want to make the players uncomfortable.
She's not wrong though. This room is definitely quiet, except for the music.
Yeah, every once in a while, I think it's Mark. He'll hop in and like tell me what song's playing in the background, and then there's me. I don't even recognize it, right? Because I'm so focused in the match that I'm not hearing the music.
Yeah, somebody was doing that. Or maybe it's the same guy. I was doing both streams. He was telling me what song was playing on mine. I'm like, okay, well, I really don't want to. Well, as long as we keep talking, it won't kick us off. So, but now you get, what do we call each other when we're together?
Coffee buddies? No.
We're the coffee buddies.
Oh no, there was something else.
There was something else, but I can't remember what it. Wasn't it? Yeah, now we're having. Okay.
We're like Thelma and Louise. Without
dear.
coffee, we're probably more like Fred and Ginger.
We're coffee buddies for a reason because we have to have it or we do not function.
Yeah.
So
no coffee, no commentary. All right, people. So send gift cards.
well, that was a beautiful shot. She just such good speed control.
She really does need to do something though with this alternate break format. She cannot let Jasmine get ahead too far.
Okay, so who won the lag?
Jasmine.
Okay, so this is game 11. So it would be Marguerite's break next. Yes. So she could absolutely
Laverne
tie
and
it up
Shirley.
with these two racks.
Oh, what's that song? The Laverne and Shirley song.
I don't remember.
Man. I know it too. God.
I don't remember.
By the way, if y'all don't know, if you can't tell, so I'm Lonnie Fox Raymond, and Angela Janik has hopped back in with me. So now we're starting to talk. We're probably going to start annoying the players.
No, because they can't hear us. I promise. Nice stroke.
Beautiful execution. I really want this match to go hill-hill. I don't know why, I just do. But I'll tell you, after Jasmine took her break, she definitely came back very determined. All right, nice rack by Margarita Fefilova. Bringing that match a little tighter. And that score is 6-5.
So Kyle, I just saw your PM. My other devices were working, all of them at the same time. So I just saw your PM and sent it to somebody, so we'll let you know. Yep, keeping it within one game. Dynamic duo. Okay, sure. Is this the golf clap? So yeah, this is a hot seat match. So the winner of this does not play Kelly. The loser of this match plays Kelly. These two players are undefeated, so whoever loses will go to the B side, where Kelly just won the last match of the B side. So this is the loser of this will play Kelly, and then whoever wins that match will come back to play the winner of this match. So we are down to the final three. Kaylee McIntosh gave one heck of an effort against Kelly Fisher. Very impressive game. She showed her stuff over there. It was great to watch. I'm incredibly proud of her.
Yeah, we actually, I was trying to give them the score updates along the way, but I did let them know that if they wanted to get their tablets out, they could watch both streams.
So there were some people on the stream that were like, both are going with commentary. I can't decide which one to watch. And I told somebody, I said, you know what? It's just
Turn
flip,
the volume
flip a
off.
coin. That's what somebody did.
Turn the volume off and watch them both.
Yeah, listen to one, watch the other two. You can see the scoreboards in the background, so we're not keeping anything from you. It's all right here. So I can't tell because it's glasses or no glasses. Can she have a clear shot? There's your fan. Somebody's fangirling a little bit there.
He's awesome.
I don't think
he
she
needs to
can
make
see.
a rap for us is what he needs to do.
Oh, can he do that?
Yeah, so Mark is the gentleman who made the rap for the Ashton girls.
Oh.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
So Marky Mark needs to do a rappy rap for Angela and Lonnie.
I just died. I can't believe it took them, 5 minutes for us to start our stuff. I can't breathe. That hurts so much. She can't see the one ball clear here after this break, so I'm not sure. Yeah, she looks like she's going to go for a push. Jasmine's going to get up and take a look. So Fefilova yes, she is Mrs. Styer, but I don't think it's all the paperwork is done for that yet, so she doesn't go legally by
Listen,
that name,
y'all,
but it's there.
They
so.
just got married.
Yeah.
She probably don't even have her jerseys yet. She has to go by Fefilova until they get her the proper jerseys.
Yeah, so
Predator needs to get on the ball. She's got a name change happening here. I'm just kidding. I don't know if she's using that professionally.
So, yeah, she said either way obviously is fine, but
So these ladies are playing on a shot clock. So I feel like Margarita felt a little rushed there, and she seemed to get frustrated over the shot clock call. And I don't mean anything bad by this, but Randy, the gentleman who's doing the shot clock calling right now, when he says 10, it's like somebody screaming at you. It gave me anxiety. He shot clocked one of my matches, and I was like, do you have to scream when you say 10?
I actually like him because my hearing is so bad, so I really prefer him.
I was like, you're giving me anxiety.
I can't hear the other ones. I can't, so.
Listen, I got big ears. I can hear.
Hey, it's better than having that beep, beep, beep thing. Oh, I hate that beep.
Oh,
When the machines are running,
Yeah.
it goes, it's loud. That
Yeah,
beep is loud,
I
and
don't
it keeps
care.
going.
Yeah, well, because when that thing goes off, I think you get 5 beeps and you're a goner.
I don't like the beep, beep thingy, so I prefer this guy, and I like his loud voice.
Well,
but
we also do something with our shot clocking that I don't think they do in the men's, but I'm not 100% sure. Someone could correct me on this. But when you are down on the ball, the clock stops here for us. If you get up, the clock starts and you immediately have 10 seconds to go. So if you get down, you can be down on the ball and take as long as you need to take. But once you stand up, you have to shoot. You get a 10-second warning and you're done. So I don't know if the men do that. I think theirs is just 10 seconds no matter what, whether you're down or not.
Oh, that was a great shot right there. Decided to put that 5 up the side rail all the way down the table to get good shape on the 6. So Jasmine's taking her time here just to make sure that she's... Something just happened and Lonnie won't stop.
They say, okay, Mark, I'm reading this. They say diamonds are a girl's best friend. That banner is broken. Somebody go mend. Oh, you might be my favorite. I can't wait to meet you.
I can't exactly go over there and fix that banner right now while these two players are shooting. So I get that it's irritating several of you. but it's going to stay just where it is for the moment because they're going to be like, why? Because they don't care. They're not looking at it. And this is a hot seat match, so I'm going to have to wait just a bit before I go fix that banner. But when they're done during the break between the next match, I will absolutely go over there and fix that banner for you.
So I feel like Jasmine came kind of in the middle here. She didn't quite commit. Like she had to hit that 7 with so much speed, she kind of just ended up 1 ball rotation off. She's going to have to shoot this 8 ball really well.
Taking her time to line up.
And the room got quiet.
Ah, beautiful. Look at that.
1 more, come on. All right, she's going to have to take the hard shot here.
Yeah, see, I said that yesterday when she was playing. She just puts them right in the heart of the pocket. Done like it's nothing. I hate these, but hey. This is her job. She's at work. It's true. We met in Vegas. Oh. So. Yeah, see? Just like that.
All right.
She gave a little fist bump at the end of
So
that.
Jasmin Ouschan, ladies and gentlemen, is on the hill.
Yeah, she went, with the fist pump. It's like,
Well,
I'm on the hill. Nearly
Breaking
one
game
more.
13, she won the lag, so she is breaking.
Oh, that's right. She is. So again, dare you put the banner upside down. Oh my goodness. So again, this is 2 undefeated players. So we're going to be hopping right over to another match on this same table. Oh dear, look, Scott. That would be Scott Quimby. You all, he must be watching the stream over there on the tournament table and
Scott
listening.
aims to please.
So everybody give a big shout out to Scott Quimby. We just call him Q and tell him a big old thank you for fixing that banner for you.
We call him other things too, but we won't mention that on the stream.
Lonnie, you're a bad person right now. You're just a bad person.
I already told them that it's not his only name, but the other ones aren't polite, so I can't tell it on stream.
Well, this is a PG-13 show. Gotta be good. Full players and all. Thanks, Q. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Q. Now everyone's calling him Q. All right, made the wing ball. Oh, wait.
She got a legal break, and she has a shot on the 2 ball.
Yes, she does. This is
I'm
dangerous.
telling you, when Jasmine took her break and she came back, she was a different person. Literally. Like, she was very timid in the first 4 racks, and then she took that break, and she's been a totally different person since she came back.
Shook it off or something, huh? Little reset button?
Reset and set her mind, so she became very determined. I like this Jasmine.
Oh, well, Jasmine just, jeez. I've been watching kind of the difference between the way Jasmine and Kelly play and Margarita. All 3 of them have a different style, in my opinion. They really do. Very different style, all 3.
But they all are champions.
I know.
They all deserve everything that they work for. They put the effort and the time in, and they deserve it.
Oh, yeah, these ladies work hard. So me and Lonnie have full-time jobs, and we have a whole nother life. They put more hours in on a pool table, and this does not come easy.
If anybody would like to donate to the Lonnie Fox Raymond Retirement Fund, I can set you up with my PayPal. Until then, folks, I'm going to go to work on Monday.
I wasn't prepared to come sit over here with Lonnie. I really should have. I think I need coffee.
I'm telling you, though, you need to go back and listen to those matches that I streamed, that I was stuck in the commentary booth by myself. Because, I was literally, I was cracking myself up. I don't know if I made anyone else laugh, but I was hysterical. They should never leave me alone like that.
I'm not leaving you alone again.
I can't do it right here because I can't. I'm like uncomfortable with being so close to the table because I like to be loud. I'm kind of a loud person. So it's hard for me to whisper.
The golf talk. Golf chat? Is that what we call it? Golf chat? You're golf chatting.
Yeah. right. So she has to make a decision here. If she goes one rail, possibly two, obviously, or if she's going to go the two rails back and forth to shoot the 8 in the pocket she's at right now.
Look at the
That's the
fundamentals
one.
of that shot.
Yeah. Sometimes when your adrenaline's pumping, it's better not to hold those balls up.
Yeah,
just
let it
go
go.
with it. You
Just
know?
got to let it loose.
Very impressive.
That was excellent. Well played. So Jasmine's definitely the veteran of the two. I'm not sure how old Jasmine is, but I know Margarita's young. I think enough experience or wisdom comes into this a little bit. Use that ball to go just a tad. She just likes to leave herself the shot. She does, I swear. She did this a few times yesterday. She's getting the extension out. Yep.
I was explaining about, too, like, how little we actually use the bridge now because we've all got extensions.
I know, I love my extension.
When
I
I
hate
first
the bridge.
started playing, we always just used the bridge. I didn't even have an extension. And then they made those little plastic ones that would draw down over your cue. Those were awful.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Let's see if she can close this hot seat match out, ladies and gentlemen. One ball left.
All right, Miss Jasmine, let's do it.
It's
All
in.
right, Jasmin Ouschan in the finals.
There is your hot seat winner from Austria, Jasmin Ouschan, sitting on top of the hill.
I'm telling you, I need to have more breaks
That
like
was
her
only
break.
Margarita's
Whatever she
first
did,
loss.
that's what we
She will
need to
play
do.
The next match against Kelly Fisher on that very same table, number 6. We're going to give her about 10 to 15 minutes to catch her breath. Let's shoot for a what do we got here? 3:15 announcements, and shortly after that. So you got about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm also going to send one of our expert salesmen around with our Jacoby Q stick. So if you guys are looking to get on that, this will be your second to last chance to enter. Odds are pretty decent at this point. Get in there and take your shot at winning a $2,000 Q stick. Even if you don't need one, you can sell one. All proceeds go to benefit the WPBA. And we enjoy coming here to Soaring Eagle and putting on a good show for you. The ladies have been absolutely great. We'll have our third place match coming up shortly between Margarita Fefilova and Kelly Fisher. In the meantime, look for the Q raffle coming around.
All right, guys, we're going to take a little break while the players do. We're going to go ahead and keep this stream running. It's far enough away that maybe the music won't pick it up and it'll stay on Facebook. So if you all just want to take a break and come back in about 10 minutes, and we will start streaming our next match between Kelly Fisher and Margarita Fefilova. So see you in a minute.